In this tutorial I will show you how to synchronize the whitelist into the camera when using MOBOTIX Sync and the Vector LPR app. First of all, we will go here into the settings to the users and add one user which has only the rights to synchronize with the lists. So we just add a user here. I name it list, for example. It has no password and he needs the basic rights, the lists, and also the plate right. And then we click on save. Then just click again on the list user and copy the API file. Switch to your camera. Click set. Certified app settings. Then we will wait until the apps are loaded. Go into the Vector LPR app. Switch down to the reporting interfaces. There we have the interface MOBOTIX Sync, and then we will add the API key from our list user here. And we tell the camera that it has to synchronize every minute or get in contact every minute with the MOBOTIX Sync and check if there are no new entries. Then we close this one here, switch back to our sync, go into the configuration. We will add this user to this zone so that it has right to synchronize and work with this group. Click on save. And then we will see that there will be new entries here. And to add the list, you go to plate lists, lists, and click on the plus symbol to add a new list here. We name it entry, a description, for example, Monday to Friday or something like that. We add it to the zone MOBOTIX AG and say it's a whitelist. We also change the color for the visualization and tell, okay, the admin user has the rights and also the list user is able to work with this list here. Then we click on save, click on plate again, and we will now add some whitelist plates here. So in this case, this is my license plate. This one here has my name, and we will add it to the entry. Then we can decide how long it's available or is able to access the zone, and then we'll click on save. Then we will add a second one here. This one here, the description is for example the wildcard, and we'll put it also onto the entry list. Then we click on save. Now we have two entries here, and then we will switch back to the camera. Click on setup and we will check if the synchronization is working or not. So then we switch back to the app. We will open the advanced settings here and click on show log file on screen. And now we see that the whitelist here, the list entry changed, and we have two items here. When I now remove one of these, we'll switch back to the camera, need some sec, and now we have only one entry, so it's quite fast. And now we have the license plate within the camera. I will just disable the advanced lock here again. So that we see what is triggered or not. And now we want work with the whitelist to open the gate or something like that. Then we can have a look into the metadata here. It's called with API JSON messages, and then we see we have the whitelist here. And now we can work with that. So we go into the setup menu, event overview, the message events. And we will add a new profile here. We name it whitelist. Then we will say it's an MX message event. We will delete the alarm on camera and type vex here. And then we have here the vex lpr.plate.list. So this is the path in the JSON file here. So you see we have the vex lpr.plate.list. And now we want to filter this value. So we can just copy this one here. Scroll a little bit down. Tell the camera they had to do a JSON comparison. And we will put this one here and click on set. Now you see the whitelist will now, after a second, will flash because we have a whitelist event here. And to visualize it, we will just put a visual alarm here. So in this case, only to show you, you can also put an trigger an output, send API to something like that. And we say if the message event whitelist is coming, you have to do a red frame. So it's working. So now the gate could be open, and when we delete this one here, it's okay, we don't have any whitelist entry. We got a new detection after some seconds, so it's not synchronized yet. It could take some seconds, but a new detection will not trigger. So if you wait 10 seconds, you will see that the whitelist, the red frame is not coming again. And also when we update our metadata, you see it's not listed. And this is the way how to synchronize the plates from our MOBOTIX sync into our IoT camera.